Hello everyone, welcome for the first time or welcome back if you have seen me here before. My name is Olga and I am a yoga and meditation teacher. Today we are going to work through a 20-minute gentle flow. So it's going to be a little bit more on the relaxing side, and especially what I wanted to work on today was our side body. So just lengthening through the sides of our body that are often overlooked and ignored. So I wanted to just go ahead and lie down on Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined angle, bound angle pose. So making your way there, grabbing any props that you might have around you. They're not necessary, but they're always welcome. So just allowing the soles of your feet to press against one another and to open through the hips, and perhaps placing the palms on your belly, starting to tune in with a rise and fall of the belly as the breath passes through each and every part of you. And just seeing if you might want to allow your eyes to remain closed for this practice, to allow for a deeper introspective experience. Now bending the knees in towards one another and then just bringing them in closer towards your chest, placing each palm on each knee to glide them towards your chest a little bit deeper, feeling the contraction on the hip. And then just allowing your left leg to fall, stretching it out, and then just squeezing that right knee in a little bit stronger. And then switching, so bringing the left knee in and then allowing the right leg to fall towards the mat. And again, using a bit more strength in the arms and the palms to glide that thigh closer to your torso. And then just hugging both knees in before you send them all the way to the right side, and you make your way up to a tabletop position, taking as long as you need to get there. Not moving in a rushed way, but a soft and gentle way. And then just rocking your hips over to the left and to the right, allowing them to kind of fall, allowing them to be heavy here. Looking forward. And whenever you're ready, arching the spine, making the movement come from the coccyx, from the pelvis, and vertebrae by vertebrae, arching it as you lift up, looking up overhead for a happy cow. And with your inhale, you tuck your pelvis under and you round through each vertebrae of the spine. Your shoulder blades come away from one another. You're trying to push the floor away. And just coming back to stillness. Sending the left leg out and then just gliding it over pressing the toes, the left toes, kind of diagonally behind your right knee, and then looking past your right shoulder here. And you should feel the sensation of lengthening through your left side body. Your rib cage is expanding. Now push a little bit deeper and inhale, bring it back to center. Let's do this on the other side. So sending that right knee diagonally behind you, tucking the right toes, and then twisting it over so that you can gaze past your left shoulder up towards the sky. And by doing this, you feel this lengthening sensation through your right rib cage, your right side body. And slowly coming back to center, let's take a moment to circle the hips. 3 times one way, and then reversing directions. And sending it back to your child's pose, but not stopping there. We're gonna press the palms, tuck the toes, and lift up to a downward facing dog. Making each and every movement slow and intentional. Pedaling through the legs. Lifting through the spine. Reaching your tailbone up towards the sky. At the same time as you press the heels down into the mat. And we'll stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Look forwards and start to walk your palms all the way back. Finding a ragdoll here, grabbing hold of your elbows, and then just rocking your body, decompressing the spine. Allowing your head, to hang, and releasing any tension through your neck, your upper back, and your shoulders. Finding stillness here, and ever so slightly, vertebra by vertebra, lifting up. Moving your shoulders, your neck, and your head last. Inhale, reaching the arms overhead, pressing the palms together. Exhale through heart center. With your next inhale, you're going to turn over to face the long edge of the mat. And then just kind of gracefully lifting the left leg and then stepping it out to the side. So your stance is wide now. Your toes are facing to each corner of the mat, and you're finding a goddess. Sending your bum a little bit down in line with your knees, and your knees are trying to open to each side. And then just rocking here from side to side a little bit. Inhale, reach both the hips and the arms up. And as you exhale, pivot both feet to face the top of the mat. So your left toes are facing the short edge of the mat, and then your back toes are diagonally facing the mat. Now tilting your pelvis so that your sit bones are both facing forwards. Inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, place your palms in front of your heart as you tilt your torso forward. Now you should really feel a stretch on your hamstring here. So not overdoing it, just allowing ourselves to stay wherever we feel any sensation. Inhale, lifting the torso. And then just pivoting open so we can find our Trikonasana. Opening the arms to a T shape and then just leaning over to our left side towards the front of the mat and allowing our body weight to fall over, gliding that left palm down your leg. Looking up overhead for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up. And then moving through that goddess pose while we place the palms together in front of the heart. And then just placing both palms on our thighs and then moving our spine over left and right. So dropping one shoulder in towards the center line and the other one. Before you find stillness, inhale, placing the palms in front of the heart and then just using those quads to come up. Tilting over to the front. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold over the front leg. See if you can come a little bit deeper this time. And then just sending the weight over and opening to a half moon pose. So you want to reach your right arm and your right leg up to a sky, and this is where the block might come in handy. If you need a bit of better balance, you can always look down, and if you fall, you can always come up. Exhaling, coming all the way down, finding your vinyasa or going straight to your downward facing dog, yogi's choice, remembering this is a gentle practice. And looking forward and walking the palms all the way back. Whatever palm you didn't start with last time is the one that comes. But instead of ragdoll, we're going to find a halfway lift. And we'll bend through one leg and the other. Placing the left palm down onto the mat, opening through the right side body, twisting the spine. And doing the same on the other side. Exhale down. Once again, slowly, vertebra by vertebra, coming all the way up, reaching our arms overhead. Seeing if we can bring a gentle back bend here. And exhaling hard, hands through the midline. And now let's do the same on the other side. So just pivoting our torso over and then using our feet, lifting our knee and then just sending it out so we find a horse stance known as goddess pose. Reaching our knees in towards the direction of our toes and then sending our bum down, perhaps a little bit lower this time. And now we'll place the right elbow on top of our thigh to open through our side body, feeling the lengthening through the left rib cage. And we'll do the same on the other side. And we'll just do this once again. finding stillness here, placing your palms in towards the heart and using those glutes to lift yourself up. Now pivoting over to face the top of the mat, finding pyramid, heel and heel in one line, and then squaring the hips forward, reaching your torso, leaning forward to just come down and staying here with a tabletop spine. So we don't want to round the spine here. And this time your arms can come overhead for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you inhale, lift up, pivot the back foot open to the long edge of the mat to find your Trikonasana stand, extended side, extended triangle pose. Inhale, arms to a T shape, reach over, and then allow your right hand to come down. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach up. And this time, instead of finding a goddess, we're going to find star. So bringing your toes towards one another. Arms are still out in a T shape. And as you exhale, drop your torso down, finding a wide forward fold. Prasarita Padottanasana A. We'll stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, come forwards to that pyramid pose again before you find your Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. I'm feeling playful here, gentle and playful, looking down or perhaps trying to look up to the sky and seeing how that impacts your stability. Exhaling all the way down and then moving through your vinyasa or finding your downward facing dog. As you inhale, look towards your hands and then just making your way to seated. Finding that diamond shape once again, but instead of lying down, we'll be sitting. So placing the soles of the feet together. It doesn't matter whether they're closer towards your groin or further away. What matters is that you're feeling the opening through your hip flexors. And then just grabbing the outer toes, just the tops of the toes with your fingertips here. Inhale to a straight spine and exhale to fold over your legs. And you can go as deep as you want here. Think about sending your head forwards rather than down to reduce the rounding through the spine. And trying to push your knees closer to the ground. We'll stay here for 3 breath cycles. As you inhale, lifting the head, lifting the torso, clasping the palms together, interlocking your fingers, and then sending the chin down towards the chest. Shoulders are relaxed and away from the ears, and your belly is sucked in. And then just sending your right leg outstretched and placing the left heel on your inner thigh towards your groin for Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, lifting the arms up, and with the exhale you fold. Again, if you do have a block, you might want to find a little bit of length here to allow yourself to fold deeper. Hey, buddy. You're flexing the toes up to the ceiling. And again, you're thinking of sending your head towards the toes rather than towards the knee. Inhale, look up, lifting the torso, and exhale, bending that knee in, changing sides, lengthening through your left leg, seeing if you might want to sit on something elevated. And as you inhale, lifting the arms, and as you exhale, just folding over your left leg. And we'll stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, relax and release. And placing the block, if you had one, making your way to a supported waterfall or a supported shoulder stand. So essentially what we want to do is, with or without the block, we want to place our whole spine on the mat and then lifting the legs up to the ceiling. Now you can do it like this, that's a bit more active on the core muscles, or you can just place the block just on your sacrum, so on the last little bones at the very end of your spine, and this will give you a little bit of ease. It feels a little bit more relaxing, at least for me. And we'll stay here for a few breaths before finding our final Shavasana. Bending the knees into the chest, hugging them in. Before you completely allow yourself to relax. Oh, I'm not the only one that wants to relax, apparently. And whenever you're ready, making your way back. I wish I could make my way back, but my kitten is now lying on me, which makes it very difficult to get up. But however you choose, making your way back up to a seat And then just placing your palms together in front of your hearts in gratitude for your body and for this moment, for this time. I'm very grateful to have practiced with you today and to have the opportunity to have this space where we can share this energy and move together. If you liked this video, please consider liking it, subscribing it, and of course commenting. All of this really supports my channel and my mission. And I really hope to see you here again. Namaste. Say namaste, manis.